Executive Summary. The Human Studies Project continues to be a resounding success. We have learned more about this species in the past 2 years than in the previous 3 decades of observation. The use of recreational information gathering has provided amazing insights into the psyche of humanity across cultures. As an added benefit, it seems to be nudging their overall society past a social development rate of 3. When stage 4 is reached, we can finally make official first contact with this fascinating species. Project History Summary. We have been observing humanity for almost a century now. Their technology has developed at an astounding rate, causing many near-miss instances when observation craft and xenobiologist and xenosociologist teams were glimpsed by subjects. As early as the near-catastrophic war they refer to as World War II, rapid development of aircraft and detection equipment operating in the 5 MHz to 130 GHz range caught us off guard on many occasions, as their audio-visual recording capabilities developed to the point that almost every adult human living in a developed region carries a personal device equipped with a video camera, has forced us to dramatically reduce the number of catch-and-release physiological studies and observation sorties, and forced our engineers to upgrade our stealth capabilities. Detection of our studies resulted in myths of UFOs and alien abductions in human culture. We are still not sure of the origin of the anal probe myth, though. Their next unexpected technical achievement, however, proved to be a boon beyond all hopes. They developed an information network that links massive amounts of data stores and carries equally massive amounts of disposable communications information. We now have 3 full-time data network AIs dedicated to recording and analysing information from this system. We didn't expect them to develop such a system for at least 180 years after they created their first integrated circuit. With this new technology came the rise of recreational systems. They started as primitive moving pixels controlled by the users to simulate battles, games of skill, puzzles, and games of chance. Their latest invention they refer to using various acronyms such as VMMORPG, Virtual Massive Multiplayer Online Role-Playing Games, VMMPOFPSs, Virtual Massive Multiplayer Online First-Person Shooters, and VSPRIEs, Virtual Single-Player Recreational Immersive Experiences. These systems allow humans to inhabit, experience, and interact with artificial realities. They use these realities to do everything from socialize with distant relatives and friends, study to learn new information and skills, and with the latter system, VSPRIE, explore and indulge in seemingly endless variations on their reproductive acts. However, it is the first 2 systems that have yielded interesting new results. Humans as a species are generalists. An individual may be genetically and mentally more capable at some activities than others, but almost all of them can adequately perform a wide variety of tasks, ranging from nurturing their young to detailed construction, and crafting to artistry in all forms to brutal acts of violence. It is that final aspect that we are currently learning more about. There appears to be a subset of humans orientated for navigating conflict and both extreme and long-term stresses. They seem to thrive in high-stress, high-information situations. Where presented with a threatening situation, humans normally respond with one of 3 reactions, namely flight, freeze, or fight. These are not uncommon among known species of sentience. The fight response in most known sentients and a significant portion of humans consists of a near-blind lashing out in physical violence as a means to ward off or eliminate the source of the threat. However, in a subset of this group, their brains have a different reaction. They grow temporarily colder, more calculating, and their sense of empathy seems to wither. They enter what they humans call a flow state. The flow state is not limited to combat acts and is seen across a variety of tasks that humans perform. In this state, human literature claims that they feel like they sense and understand their environment perfectly and their bodies move with little thought when responding to changes in that environment. In short bursts, a human in a flow state can rival some of our most accomplished tactical AIs. In general, their brains seem to stay in elevated awareness and do not appear to have the information filters as other humans. When in non-excited states, most human brains tend to filter out information and allow the conscious mind to relax and rest. These humans' brains have a diminished capacity to do so. As such, they have traditionally been medicated and are either made to, or on their own, seek out various other therapies to moderate their mental states. We have called this group of humans reluctant warriors. Initial observations indicate that, as a group, they do not seek out violence or confrontation, but they often willfully participate in activities that hone their minds and bodies to fight. They gravitate towards things like martial arts, military service, extreme sports, VMMPORGs and VMMPOFPSs, emergency medical service, emergency rescue and property protection service, and other occupations and hobbies that many humans consider high risk and or high stress. For many, these high stress situations are the only time that they truly feel in their element. I want to reiterate, these humans are not violent by nature and seldom seek out confrontations. They seem most responsive to situations, the survival of those that they have pack bonded with, or they themselves are under threat. While they can perform brutal acts of violence in these situations, they often experience deep regret afterwards and may seek relief from both legal and illegal therapeutic substances. This has led to the ruin of some of the noblest among their numbers. We are flagging this group of humans for additional study. Once first contact has been made, and if this species decides to join the greater society of sentience, they may be a great boon to our protective and emergency services. With proper support and care to manage post-incident mental trauma, these reluctant warriors have the potential to become the key to humanity's successful introduction to the greater universe. Introducing a new species as emergency responders and protectors may well lead to the smoothest integrations in our history. End of section.